Good afternoon to all. I'm very happy today. We are from Puerto Rico. My name is Gretchelle Dilan, and he's Jonathan Alvarez. And we are happy to be here in the A Day for Tomorrow event. As you all know, this is a round to the world celebration of working together and to conquer the impacts of climate change on disabilities. So we would like to start fast and to show you our project. And the project is invented and is promoted by my friend here, Jonathan. And I would like for you to know a little things of Jonathan before he started his project. Well, Jonathan is a chef. He started his professional life as a chef in the hotel industry. So as the time passed, he became a father. And being a father changed his life, not only because he was now turning into a real adult, he was now facing the challenge of being a father of a precious boy with special needs. So it's been 9 years of this adventure, and in that time, he has been a student assistant. He has been trained in rare diseases, and he has worked every day in public and policy legislation. He's a supporter and an active in the topic of universal friendly accessibility. That's a topic we will be touching today. It's a project made by Jonathan and his foundation, Ellie Foundation, which has the name of his son, Ellie. And today we will talk about that. Let's talk about universal accessibility and how it can work with not only the disabled community, but it will work too with this climate change. So, Jonathan, please explain us a little bit about this great architecture and housing project.
Okay, thank you, Gretchen, and thanks for the opportunity to be here in this great forum to explain a little bit how we are working housing in the disability theme. So, as you said, I am a father of a son with a rare disease called LMNA related congenital muscular dystrophy. It's a very rare disease and there is no treatment or cure for that disease. So we founded the Ellis Foundation trying to figure out and investigate making treatment and support fathers in the world with this rare disease. There are only 70 children around the world with this condition. Ellie is the only one in Puerto Rico, and in the United States, there are 35. So we are working to bring treatment to a definitive cure. So in the access thing, my experience bring me this situation that I've been for like 7, 8 years working out how to have my own house with this accessibility and all the support my child requires. So I'm start as a citizen start to figure out looking in the government and start learning and studying about how to do it, and that's why today we create casas. That is the name in Spanish. Casas means house in English, but they have a very particular name, that is comunidades accesibles, seguras y asistidas. That means that it's going to be safe, assisted, and accessibility communities that seeks to conceptualize and develop a new model of resilient, ecological, and self-sustainable community planning through citizens' participation, starting with the development of affordable and adaptive housing in Puerto Rico. In other side, CASAS encourage us to promote social awareness about universal accessibility, designed with purpose and optimal technologies to promote the inclusion of people with disabilities as active members of their community. with appropriate assistance and services provided with your community settings. The Casas housing model aspires to be accessible to various types of disability, affordable housing by adapting the built environment where the support to promote a safe life can be provided at home, in turn providing the independence to be more productive with your skills and talents in your community. This promotes acceptance of disability as part of the person and not as a limitation or illness. And that is a little how we are trying to develop this new concept, not only for housing as a whole in a community settings.
Yes, I know you have been working with architectures and cons- constructor specialists and legislation. Could you unite? Have them? Is there how has been that development with all of them? Do they understand the need?
Really, they don't understand the needs. We understand that disability is a very diverse conditions and situations, but we are trying to figure out at least the more accessible possible housing and also the most accessible service that government and all other non-profits can provide. They don't understand it. In the United States, it's been for a while trying to make movement, particularly trying to figure out how to make communities, inclusive communities, with these support services. We have some examples in the United States, but they are very few. So we are trying also to try that to Puerto Rico and start to build a new concept here.
Yes, I know that people don't understand. Even professionals in the industry of making houses, real estate, and all that community, they don't understand the needs we have. I have a spinal cord injury, but there are a lot of diseases that need accessibility. Plus, our senior community needs to accessibility. So we will love with this small talk to people to can start the discussion and can start the conversation of making the cities, making the communities more accessible, not only for us using a wheelchair, but to all that needs in some place, in some moment, a little of commodity in their houses. So we'll just open the microphone in this day of for tomorrow in this event so that people could understand that we need housing and we need that as a philosophy. We need that as when we start constructing, we need to have construction for hurricanes, for storms, for fires, all accessible and eco-friendly, and how we can find that inside a budget. And Jonathan has found that. Jonathan even has models and have pictures of the programs. So, Jonathan, if you can send us information, we can send more information today for tomorrow so that they can see some pictures of your programs. And it is possible. We just need the cooperation and the sensibility of people that could help us, not only us, the ones that are related to the disabled community, but for policy, for legislation, we need that other part. So we encourage people that are listening to please help us in the universal accessibility housing programs.
I want to bring two more issues, very in data case. Uh, People with disability, the 80% around the world have income very low. So saying that we are in the poorest of the poorest all around the world. So it's very difficult to access this kind of housing with all the technology we need and all other coordinated services that as a disability we need, you know. So You understand that the house, you can have the house, all the accessibility you want, and all the support services. But what about the environment around the house?
Yes.
It's very difficult that you have a house with all your accessibility, but when you go out, you can move on. So that's why we try to bring this concept that it's not only the housing, it's a community building, trying to figure out how we can move together in an accessibility way and also helping each other as a community,
Yeah, and
with
we
and without disabilities.
sure. Um, we would love to start a pilot to have a small um, community so they can so that we can show it to other parts of the world. So if people are listening to us and can help us to start a pilot, to start, let's see, 3 or 4 houses, and that people could actually use them and see how transportation works and see how um, power works, solar power works, how water works, how everything could work with that design. Please help us. We would love to start some demos and make that idea into reality. So we will send you links for the people that are interested so that I can see what Jonathan has designed. And if you can send some more ideas, we would love to. So thank you, Jonathan, for your time. We will hope to keep in touch and keep talking about this great initiative of universal accessibility. Thank you.
Thank you very much for the opportunity. It's been a pleasure have a time with you today, and I hope that everyone that can hear us uh, be empathic with this situation and try to figure out how we can move together in an accessibility way. Thank you very much.
Thank you.